Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP how to insert records into mysql phpmyadmin database using angularjs. Let's enter the same details. Charan at gmail.com and the salary is 15,000. Insert records. So here we got a message, record inserted successfully. Click OK. Now I'm browsing the table emp details, browse, and here we got the results. The employee name Charan is inserted successfully in these emp details. Let's add another one. Jack at gmail.com, salary is 1200. Insert records, record inserted successfully. Click OK. Let's browse the table again. See, here we got the Jack details. That's it. We have used angularjs to insert records into mysql phpmyadmin database in PHP. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before writing the coding part, to insert values into a table using angularjs, first we'll create a new table in the sampledb database. I'm expanding that sampledb database. Now in the sampledb database, I'm selecting the SQL tab. Now I'm writing the SQL query to create the table. Create table, emp details is the table name. The column name, first one is the emp id, which is an integer type, not null. I'm adding auto increment column, and as well as I'm adding primary key for this column. After that, emp name varchar 50, email varchar 250, and the last one is the salary I'm adding, which is the integer type. Let's create the table. Go, and here we got the message that table has been created successfully, and you can notice here in the sampledb the emp details. Let's browse the table. Right now this emp details contains 0 rows. Now the next step, we'll insert some records into this table using PHP with AngularJS. For this video tutorial I'm using Notepad++. Now in this new one page I'm adding the PHP code. PHP. The first thing, I'm declaring my connection variables. $hostname is equals to semicolon. Hostname is a local host. $db name. My database name is sampledb, this one. $username, root, and the last variable is a password. Notice here the password field I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my SQL phpmyadmin database. If you have any password, please add that one. Now I'm declaring the connection string variables is equals to mysql underscore connect method. This connect method takes 4 parameters. The first one is the $hostname. Copy this one, paste here, comma, and the second parameter is a username. Copy this one and paste here, comma. The third one is a password. Copy this one, paste here, and the final one is a database name, $db name. So after adding the connection string, I'm using AngularJS to insert the record. So here I'm using the method JSON underscore decode method. $info is equals to JSON underscore decode. In this decode method I'm adding file underscore get underscore contents. Between double quotes I'm adding php colon input. Let's close the bracket, semicolon. So now the next step, I'm adding the variables to insert the text box values. $, I have 3 columns, emp name, email and salary. emp name is equals to mysql underscore real underscore escape underscore string method. This escape underscore string method takes two parameters. The first one is a $con, the connection variable, comma, and the second parameter is a $info. We are inputting the data from the text box. Here I am adding the text box value here, emp name. Let's copy this one. The second one is the email, this one, and the last one is the salary. Now I am adding the SQL query to insert the records. $query is equals to, between double quotes, insert into, the table name is emp details. Copy this one, paste here. The column names emp name, email, and salary. Values, between single quotes, I'm adding these ones, $ename, the variables here, comma, single quotes, dollar, email, comma, between single quotes, with the comma, single quotes, salary, $salary. If mysql underscore query method, this query method takes two parameters. The first one is a connection object, $con, and the second parameter is the $query. Else, now in this first if condition, if the records are inserted successfully, I want to display the message echo record inserted successfully, semicolon. In the else part, if it's failed to insert, failed to insert. That's it. We have done the server side coding part to insert the values into emp details. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the root folder www. The file name I'm giving AJS is angularjs insert php.php, the file name, the extension name. Save. Now the final part, we have to add the AngularJS functionality. For that I'm adding a new page. In this new one page I'm adding HTML code, HTML, header section. I'm closing the header section. After the header section I'm adding body tag. I'm closing the body tag. Now between this body I'm adding center tag, closing center tag, h1, I'm closing header tags, php, how to insert records into mysql phpmyadmin database, using AngularJS horizontal line. Now after the horizontal line I'm adding 3 text box controls and 1 button control. Enter name, input type is equals to text, email, input type is equals to text. Let's add the break here, and here also break, and the last text box control is a salary, is a label name, input type is equals to text horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I'm adding the button control. Input type is equals to submit, and the value is equals to insert records. That's it, we have done the designing part. Now before adding the AngularJS functionality in this HTML page, let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the same root folder. Insert AngularJS php.htm. I'm saving this file as a HTML extension. Save. Let's check the basic output, how it looks at designing part on the browser. And here we got the output of that code. Right now this HTML page contains the header tags, 3 text box controls and 1 button control. Now let's insert the values using AngularJS. The first thing, when you are using AngularJS, we require the latest AngularJS CDN link. So let's Google for AngularJS latest CDN, and from the search results I'm selecting the angular.js. Now in this angular.js website you can find different versions of AngularJS, Angular and Angular 2. Now I require the AngularJS CDN link, so I need to select the version, the 1.5.11. If you select more than 1.11, the AngularJS functionality does not work. So always make sure select the 1.5.11. Now I require the angular min.js file. This one, this CDN link I required. Let's copy this one and place in the header section of our HTML page. Script source is equals to, I'm adding the AngularJS CDN. I'm closing the script tag. After that I'm adding the new script for Angular functionality. I'm declaring a variable app is equals to angular.module is a method between double quotes. Now between these double quotes I'm adding the Angular application name. So after the horizontal line I'm adding new div tag. Close this one, and after the button control I'm closing the div tag. Now in this div tag I'm adding the Angular directory ng-app is equals to, the application name is my app. And notice here I have declared the ng-app in this div container. So whatever the elements are present between these div containers, it belongs to this Angular application. Now let's copy this application name my app, paste here, comma, array app.controller. Now we require the controller name. In the same div I'm adding ng-controller name. The controller name is a my controller. Let's add this controller here, comma function $scope, comma the next parameter is a $http. $scope dot insert is a object. I'm adding function. Now in this function I'm calling this PHP file. For that I'm using $http dot post method between single quotes the file name of the PHP, ajs insert php.php is a file name, comma. Now between these curly braces I'm adding the text box values. emp name colon $scope dot. I'm adding this emp name. Copy this one, paste here, comma. The second one is the email, the column name in the table, $scope dot the email, comma, then single quotes. Last one is a salary, colon $scope dot the salary. Now let's close this bracket here, this post method. So once the records are inserted successfully, I'm adding the angularjs success function data semicolon. I want to display the alert message data, and this alert message, once the record is inserted successfully, I will get this message, record inserted successfully. If the records have failed to insert, I will get this message as an alert. So once the records are inserted successfully, I want to clear the text box values. This one, we are getting the values from this text box is equals to null, semicolon. The second text box value we are getting $scope.email is equals to null. Again the last one, $scope.salary. Copy this one, paste here, is equals to null, semicolon. That's it. We have added the angularjs functionality to insert the values. Now let's bind in the text box field ng-model is equals to, between single quotes, I'm adding this emp name, ng-model is equals to the column email, and the last one ng-model is equals to salary. So now the last step, in the button click, I am adding the event ng-click event is equals to, between double quotes, I am adding this insert function name. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. We'll check the results on the browser. I'm reloading the browser. Now I'm entering the name Charan at gmail.com. His salary is 15,000. Now before insert this Charan details into this table, emp details, let's browse the table. Right now this table contains 0 rows. Let's insert record of the Charan, insert records. Oops, we got an error here. In the insert.php file, double arrow. Let's check that one. This one is a single one. Let's save this file. Let's try again. I'm reloading the browser again. And browser emp details. It's showing 0 rows right now. Let's enter the same details, Charan at gmail.com, and the salary is 15,000. Insert records. So here we got a message, record inserted successfully. Click OK. Now I'm browsing the table emp details, browse, and here we got the results. The employee name Charan is inserted successfully in this emp details. Let's add another one, Jack at gmail.com, salary is 1200. Insert records, record inserted successfully. Click OK. Let's browse the table again. See, here we got the Jack details. That's it. We have used AngularJS to to insert records into mysql phpmyadmin database in PHP.